Microsoft hasn't been slow in coming forward when it comes to details about the Xbox Series X, and it's been doing some great work promoting the console, with the notable exception of Inside Xbox that was supposed to give us gameplay, but didn't. Despite all the transparency from Xbox regarding their new console though, several things remain shrouded in mystery. Is Lockhart real? How much will the Series X and Lockhart, or the Series S, cost? And what level of commitment can we expect from first-party studios? Well, we may have been given a little bit more information courtesy of a leaker who goes by the name of Eastman. Eastman apparently has access to insider information and has a decent track record. So the apparent leaks he shared on the Beyond 3D forum, as reported by Techtastic in the Netherlands, and then WCCF Tech, BGR.com and even the Metro, could well be kosher. But a good track record is no guarantee of reliability, so we should approach everything he says with a degree of caution and a hefty dose of skepticism. Nevertheless, much of what he said actually seems reasonable, so let's discuss it. And as ever, if you want to add your own input to the conversation, come into the comments and we can have a chat. First thing to note is that Microsoft are apparently intending to wow us with a whole host of mic drop moments at their event in July, which will not only give us a first look at the Series S, but will also reveal the price of both the S and the X. And this is what Eastman said on the price. I heard it's half the price of the Xbox Series X, and I presume he's talking about the Xbox Series S. And Microsoft would target a $399 price for the Xbox Series X. I'm not sure what the final price will be. I think if Sony goes for $500, $600, Microsoft will opt for $200 and $400, $500 for the Series X. But we'll see. Microsoft will make up any losses they take by targeting a higher cut of game sales and more subscriptions. Pricing will also depend on what Sony does. Microsoft doesn't have to go as extreme in pricing if Sony prices itself higher. My first thought was that Eastman appears to be hedging his bets here. He's offering us a ballpark figure, not actual numbers. I'd honestly be more impressed if he'd stated that it was going to be $499 for the X and $199 for the S, or something similar. Anyone can make guesses at numbers, and if you're given a ballpark, well, it becomes even easier. And look, I've even done it myself. The only thing in his favour here is that it's plausible that Microsoft would be holding fire until they know what Sony are doing. And again, I've even suggested that myself. And I don't have access to insider information. I will keep an eye out for the Series S price though. If he is right and it comes in at around $200, then that really will be a mic drop moment. At that price, the thing will be flying off the shelves faster than hand sanitizer and toilet roll during a global pandemic. Personally, I doubt it'll be that low, but we'll see. Microsoft could very well be prepared to take a loss on the Series S hardware in order to establish market share moving forward. It certainly fits with how bold they've been over the last year or so as regards the next gen, and I won't be shocked if Eastman turns out to be correct. But he wasn't finished. Apparently Microsoft want to lay down a marker to all their competition during the July event, and the hardware is only part of it. They're intending to drop games too, and lots of them. As Eastman puts it, they, that's Microsoft, are going to come hard with the strategy they've been building up for years, and they want Google, Amazon, Apple, Sony and yes, Nintendo to be shaken up. So expect a series of mic drop moments followed by the price being a key part of this. I don't know all that they will show in July, but I've been told that they're ramping up so that their Xbox, Xbox 360 and Xbox One releases combined pale in comparison to what they have for this generation coming up. I was told that a goal is to have an Xbox Studio game out every month by the time the ball gets rolling. Not A or AA games, but AAA games every other month, so that people don't stop subscribing. Now, this is where I get really skeptical. We've heard Microsoft make claims like this before, and frankly, they've never turned out to be anything more than smoke and mirrors. A AAA game every other month is a pretty tall order, even for a company as big and capable as Microsoft. They may well have this as a goal, and I hope they do. It's about time they took the actual games a bit more seriously, but even with the best will in the world, I'd expect most of the games to be in the middle tier, with 1 or 2 or maybe 3 a year fitting the category of true AAA games. Of course, the information Eastman is getting could just be another example of Xbox playing fast and loose with the truth. After all, if they can get third parties to bring their games to Xbox Game Pass, then the claim of a AAA game every other month becomes much more plausible. But Eastman did say that they would be Xbox Studio games, so maybe they really are intending to ramp up their output to an unprecedented level. We've already heard Phil Spencer talk about an increased cadence of first-party releases, as he likes to put it, and he was saying that again back in November, and this is what he said. Frankly, when we look forward and we look at the shows to come, I can't see a show when we won't be announcing new first-party games. There's just so much in development, and there's so few shows that I think this should be something that we should get used to. But as I say, I'm skeptical. I honestly believe that Xbox are ramping up their game production. After all, why would they buy all those studios if they're just going to let them sit idly by and do nothing? But I simply don't believe for a minute that they're going to be putting out AAA games like clockwork every other month. I just don't think it's plausible. In short then, I think much of what Eastman has said is likely to be true-ish, because the devil is in the detail. We will almost certainly see the Series S at the July event, and we will probably also learn the price of both the S and the X. And yeah, there will probably be a lot of first-party games on show, but if they're all AAA blockbusters, well, I'll eat my own foot on camera. And if the Xbox Series S is only $200, well, I'll probably have an aneurysm as well. I hope I'm wrong though, and I hope we do see more AAA quality games than I'm expecting from Xbox first-party studios. And I hope I'm wrong about the price of the Series S too, because $200 at launch for a brand new console with impressive capabilities, well, that would be truly mind-boggling. Whatever else I might think though, I know one thing. I'm certainly going to be watching the July event carefully. Anyway, that's me done. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, and come into the comments and let me know what you think and what we might be seeing in the July event. I'm off to get myself a cup of tea, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Bye.